Because if you don't, everything that somebody has something to say is going to allow you to less than what you think about yourself in your life. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is a bullshit mindset to walk with. Like, if you're going to let somebody else tell you who you are or what you should be or what you should say or how you should think, like, bullshit. No, you need to get yourself in a different environment. Hey ladies, welcome to the She's Rooted podcast.
We're about to get real unscripted.
So pull up a chair. Let's get to the root of it. What's up, Mo?
Hi.
I didn't know that I pressed record that quick, and then here we are.
That was fast.
That was it. It is not normally that fast.
No, that was very fast.
It's like, okay, ladies, you're on.
We're going.
Yeah, you're done. You're done, and here we go.
Now or never.
Now or never. Well, it's now, and we're in. So,
What?
What is up, everybody? If you are listening in on, welcome back, or welcome to the She's Rooted podcast. Miss Mo, you excited to chat today? I know we have a lot of things. I think we're still in this spicy stage of life. I'm excited about what we're going to talk about today.
I'm
ready.
always excited to talk. Yes, I'm always ready. Born ready.
Yeah, or maybe it was Maybelline.
That's what my son said the other day. My 6-year-old, for his first time going on a skateboard, his older brother was taking him down, and I was walking down next to them, but they were having like a little side conversation. And
Yeah.
for reference, my little guy is 6 and his older brother is 20. And so they're walking down, and he wants the 20-year-old to teach him how to skateboard. And I just love the innocence of a child, right? Because he's talking to him and he's like, yeah, and I'm a little nervous, but whatever. And they're talking, and all of a sudden my 20-year-old looks at me and goes, well, he's like, we're down here. He's like, are you ready? And he turns to me and goes, I was born ready. And I'm like, where did he even come up with that? Who did he hear that from?
His mom.
And maybe.
You.
Maybe, but the kid took that confidence with him and he hopped right on that thing and rode it. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And he's not like the fearless type. So I was rather shocked by that. I don't know what got into him that day.
Now he's a little Tony Hawk.
Maybe. Well, one fall and now he quit, but it's okay.
Hey, that is a life lesson in itself right there. You got to get back up, get back on that skateboard.
What I said.
Yeah, he'll get it.
If he doesn't, I'm not brokenhearted. Trust me. Watching your child skateboard is like, all I can do is pray. I just pray the whole time. God, please don't let him break an arm. Please be careful. Yeah. The worst.
Do you remember is it called hoverboards or hoverboards?
Hoverboards.
Like the motorized things?
It's a hoverboard. He has one.
Yeah. So, fun story. Back in the day when these things were like brand new to the street or whatever, Matt's parents got each of our kids one. So Kirsten and Talon both got a hoverboard. So hoverboard.
Yeah, because it's like you're hovering over the ground. Yeah.
So Matt, being the man that he is, super excited. I got this. He puts it in the garage. I wish I was videotaping this, because he got on and his spin and whoop, landed right on his back. He did not get back on the hoverboard after that. But I was like, that's all I need to see. Like, I don't need to learn that dang thing.
Matt learned that day he was no longer 17.
Yep. Ain't that for damn sure.
We all have those.
He just laid there. He was out. I don't know.
My gosh.
Fun. But I know, so last time we talked about what is stalling you can actually be stealing what is waiting on the other side of that. Yes, that you don't know is waiting for you. And I love that you brought up the skateboard, right? And talking about confidence. So let's like transition. Let's say you're no longer stalling, right? You've jumped into your yes. You're in your excitement. And now you're in a pivot point because your excitement can start to get clouded down by falling off a skateboard, or somebody having something to say to try and cipher you down, which I got a couple stories that I'd like to add in. But let's go with today, confidence versus cocky.
Mm,
The two C's. Let's talk about
yeah, yeah, I feel like that's a great little journey we can go on because I think this is something that I know a lot of women I've talked to, and myself included, who struggle with. Nobody wants to come across as cocky, but yeah, also you don't want to come across as insecure and lacking confidence. So it's like, what is that line where you've gone from, okay, I'm confident in this to cocky, and what does that look like? And also, what is the fear of looking cocky holding you back from, you know?
fear of looking confident. I think people can get fearful of that.
Yeah,
You know,
because I think they feel like, yeah, confidence can appear as cocky.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you kick us off with a story? I'm curious.
I got a few. I'd go recent, go personal, go past. Where should I start?
Oh man.
Um, well, let's go with what had my mindset wanting to walk down this for
Okay.
today. So our oldest, I had both of our kids when I was 23 years old. They're not twins, right? So both of our kids graduated high school back to back. Our oldest decided to go into cosmetology school, chase her passion. The girl got a basketball scholarship and she respectfully turned it down because
Yeah,
yeah, I'm like, no one can ever take that away from you, girl. But you
yeah,
going to play basketball, you're gonna go chase a degree. Because if it's going to play basketball, go join the dang Y. Like,
yeah,
like they're only paying for your school. Room and board costs money. So she ended up deciding to go down cosmetology, and she is excelling. Like
yeah,
she loves it. She pours all of her time and energy into growing outside of school. I mean, she's going to my son's barber, watching how he cuts hair. She now works at the salon that I've been at for forever, and she got that job on her own merit. Like it was an incredible interview process for her, and the owner is phenomenal. Like that's why I've been there for so long. The girl that does my hair, I've been with her for over 10 years. Like she's great. Like
yeah,
as a mom, you want your kids around people that can grow them through their passion so that they grow into their confidence, right?
mhm,
So she's there. The owner is spending so much time mentoring Kirsten through even while she's in cosmetology school. So it is an awesome, awesome experience and opportunity for Kirsten. And she's like a sponge, right? She's
yeah,
learning all this stuff. And so my mother-in-law went and got her hair done at the salon, and the owner was showing her certain techniques and had Kirsten actually cut her hair in this certain layering technique. Um, I'm not the professional with this. I don't know what they're called. I could ask her what
right,
it's beautiful
yeah,
layering. So my mother-in-law then went to the school to get her color touch up. And Kirsten is all excited about how amazing her haircut looks. I mean, she literally just walked through this awesome experience with her boss, who is taking time out of her life to
yeah,
show and mentor her. And it was like an awesome experience for her. Great haircut, and she's just like proud of herself, right? As she should be.
right,
This is her passion wheel.
yeah,
So she is then, after she's done with the color at the school, the cosmetology school, she is sharing her excitement in front of my mother-in-law, like telling this lady, "Oh my gosh, like look at her haircut. Doesn't it look so great? Like I learned the layerings and it was just like, I'm so excited about it and it just looks so great, don't you think?" And this lady had the audacity to say to her, "Now don't get too cocky," right in front of my mother-in-law, who is a paying client, mind you.
oh my gosh,
And if Kirsten, I think, wasn't my kid, I think that would have ciphered her back into that mindset of stalling versus going to chase things and try to excel. Because when
Yes.
people say things to you, it's kind of like that, could be like the crab in the bucket mentality. You've ever heard that?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
like,
Share it because who knows if everybody has.
yeah, so crab and bucket mentality, like pivot, side note. If you put a crab in a bucket, right? It with no lid, it can crawl out. It can get out into the world, go wherever it wants to go. You put two crabs. This is four fingers. I don't know why I just did that. You put two crabs in the bucket. One tries to crawl out. The other crab's gonna be like, "Where the hell are you going? Let me pull you right back down." And then you try to crawl out again. The other crab's gonna be like, "Nope, you're with me, bro. Like you're down in this bucket." You put a bunch of crabs in the bucket. One tries to get out. It's gonna get a little graphic here because that crab's gonna try to come out. All those crabs in the bucket are gonna pull it down, rip its legs off, and it like kills you. No good, right? So the crab in the bucket mentality is like when you're trying to excel outside of your the box of the norm, right? People get they get weird about it. I don't know what it is. It's just certain people are that way. And this lady might not have meant anything by what she said. Like don't get too it could have been like a joke, could have been
Right.
whatever. Um, but nonetheless, my daughter says out of her mouth, literally without hesitation, there is a difference between being cocky and being confident. And I'm like, that is so my damn kid. And it is because like we grow through life over here in the Summers house. Like we talk about these things. And I don't know. I feel like that being said to a mindset that isn't ready for that kind of interaction could have went in the wrong direction on like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is wild. Don't get too cocky now.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? I don't,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
I think that you're right. I think that, and yeah, like you said, it could have been a joke, it could have been whatever, but all these things are seeds that could be planted if you let them. What I think is actually beautiful about this whole story, and I know we're on the topic of confident versus cocky, but I just have to sidestep for a second and say, I think that you guys have done a great job of teaching your children to pluck out weeds like as they come, like don't let this weed that was, or this fiery dart, if you will, or this thing that was said, like we choose. I think what is such a huge misconception is everybody thinks like, oh, be kind because, or do that. Yes, you have to be kind, but like be careful because you don't want to say this and this could ruin this person and this could ruin this person or this situation could ruin this person. But the reality is we all have the power within us to either let that ruin us or let that fuel us or let that not even like phase us, right? Like we
Right,
choose what words we're going to hold on to.
right,
And I think that obviously we're not everybody's aware of that. And if you're not aware that you don't have to hold on to everything that somebody says to you or about you, then it does ruin you. But it seems like you guys have done a great job of raising your children to understand, like,
being small.
yeah, that you don't have to let that weed be
Right,
planted in you, whether it's a joke or not, words are powerful. So
absolutely.
yeah, that was my sidestep is that I think that that's amazing. Um, and I think it's amazing that she came back so strong in her stance
Yeah. She
so
didn't skip
quick.
a beat.
Hmm?
She didn't even skip a beat.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
And it's so true. There is a huge difference between being confident and being cocky.
Yeah. Well, and I think unfortunately whoever said that probably doesn't have that understanding either. And hopefully hearing that back, that courage of um, just a response like that, maybe that would awaken her that like, hey, you can shine too. You can be proud too. You
Right.
don't have to like false humility is the most selfish thing ever because you're trying to appear humble. Like, you can be proud of what you're doing. You can be excited about your progress. It's okay to do. So hopefully that even that phrase of her saying that back gave that other person permission to also be proud of their work, whatever that is. So,
Yeah. But I mean, young girl coming through the school. She about to graduate and like that's like in her last month of experience having to walk through that. And like
Yeah.
she like calls me right away, you know.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law is at Costco today getting some shopping done, and she called and had talked to me about it. And and you know what? I don't even have to worry about Kirsten's mindset and those type of things because she knows she knows her excitement is worthy to be excitable. Like you're supposed to be that way. Like you
Yeah.
should be proud. There's a difference between being proud about what you're putting out into the world
Right.
and bragging about it when it doesn't deserve the brag. That is cocky. Like to me,
Right.
that's cocky. Or trying to cipher somebody else's excitement down, I would put that in the category of, well, you're being a little cocky there.
Right.
Like I don't know. I,
Yeah.
like growing up in high school and middle school, elementary school, like I've always been the one that's always said like I was never bullied in school and I never was a bully myself, which I think is a very rare like person to be like going through everything. I don't
Mhm.
know, but like I just don't tolerate it. I feel
No.
like you welcome in certain things, and if like I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. How do you define then, like if we're striving to like live a life that we are proud of, live out, be rooted in who we are and what we're doing and like we've talked about goals in the past and how we want to live and how we want to show up and all of that. Where do you see, like, since you've walked through all of high school like that and all of that, where do you see where you're like, oh, that girl's confident and oh, that girl's cocky? Like, what is your,
Yeah, my take on it.
yeah,
So for me, when somebody can stand tall in who they are, what they believe, the character that they walk with, like leaving people better than they found them, like to me, that's the type of confidence that I always aspire to have, always aspire to be, and aspire around me to build up within other women.
mm-hmm,
Cocky, on the other side, to me, that is the negative mindset. That is the person that, because somebody is excelling in something, the person that's cocky is the one that's threatened. And they want to use whatever they can to try and dim the light down over here because it makes them feel better, I guess. But that has more like how you react to situations says more about you than the situation itself. So I don't know. I put cocky in the category of like you are going to treat people however you want, regardless if it is going to leave you in a good light with them. Like it's just, I don't know. It's not leaving people better than you found them. It's putting yourself above what you think. I don't know. I don't know how to word it. I'm not even wording it right. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? But
like
I think it's like I don't know, they don't have your best interest. They have their best interest.
their best because they think they're better than the rest.
Or they're threatened by what your success or your excitement or what's happening in your life or whatever it is. Like, and
So that to
here's
me
the root
sounds,
thing. One more thing. I'm so sorry. There is enough room in this world for everyone to grab a hold of success that isn't going to get in the way of your success, your success, your success, like there's
right,
enough room in this world for it. And if you're
right,
the type of person with the mindset that needs to go and tear somebody down to try and build yourself up, that is never gonna work,
right.
ever.
Right. And so now when you're saying that about the definition of cocky or like what appears to be cocky in your opinion, that also sounds insecure. So
Oh,
they appear to be so confident in all this stuff,
yeah.
but yet they are severely insecure because they are thinking only of themselves and then they're threatened by success of others.
Yeah. Yeah. How would you define it?
I think all of what you said is accurate. Um, I think they do appear like typically when I think of like a picture, the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word cocky, I picture like some sort of athlete, that's like, yeah, some macho man like walking, athlete who's like just better than everybody else and like like
Yeah.
um but isn't necessarily the best on the team. You know what I mean? Like
They're the best at running their mouth though.
they just think they are. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Um, I feel like that's one of the biggest things for me is like if somebody's cocky, coming across cocky but can back it up, I kind of am like, maybe they're just really confident. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
because I don't know, but if you're like cocky and then you got nothing to back it up, like then I just feel like, yeah,
Right.
you know,
You're half cocked.
you're, yeah,
A word, I don't know. I
no,
made it. I
I
made
don't,
it. We have figured you out.
I don't know, but I think that you're right in the sense, and I do think it is a powerful difference. I think if you're confident, you're lifting other people to with your confidence. If you're cocky, it's more of a like appears as confidence, but pushing others down or
Yeah. It's like a me thing versus a we thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I do think in those situations though, you got to be very careful, like who you surround yourself with when it comes to your excitement. Like you should never dim down what you're excited about in your life ever. Like ever, 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 ever. Because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, if you do that, like I always look at, well, are their opinions going to matter in the long run? Like some Joe Schmo, like saying something on the internet webs about how you spoke. I had somebody talk about how they thought I had, what the hell did they say? ADHD. Because I didn't say like where I got this cleaning system fast enough. In my own personal TikTok video that I decided to give this other lady a shout out because she helped me get my ish together in my clean.
Somebody commented
Yeah,
that?
they said that they think I have ADHD and way to not get to the point. I was like, I literally said the ladies cleaning business in the first 37 seconds of the video. I'm sorry that wasn't fast enough for you. What the fuck? Like, then I went and found my caboodle and got my trolls out.
The troll.
But at the end, like, I laugh because somebody's always gonna have something to say. And at the end of the day, you need to choose to walk your life in confidence and 100% rock solid belief. Because if you don't, everything that somebody has something to say is gonna allow you to less than what you think about yourself in your life. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that is a bullshit mindset to walk with. Like, if you're gonna let somebody else tell you who you are or what you should be or what you should say or how you should think, like, bullshit. No, you need to get yourself in a different environment, and we don't do that here. Like you're gonna walk the walk you talk, and you're gonna lift up your own belief. And all those other people that want to pull you down, like we're gonna get you out of that damn bucket of crabs. We don't need them.
That makes me think about that quote about um oh my gosh, I just lost it. I just had it.
Maybe you have ADHD. No. Kidding.
I most
I'm
definitely
kidding. I'm
do.
kidding.
No,
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
that with like 800 other self-diagnosed things from social media.
Google.
Uh
Google doctors. Love them.
yeah. Oh my gosh, enough with those Google doctors. Yes, it makes me think about oh my gosh, what did you say? You basically said the quote and I was like, oh, that's this quote.
100% rock solid belief.
Oh, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything.
Oh yeah. Oh, freaking Hamilton. I love Hamilton.
Oh, good.
You want to get in the room where it happens. That's where you want to be.
So good.
That was such a powerful moment.
Hmm.
Oh, and now like that whole song is like it's in my head. Burr, if you stand for nothing, what will you fall for? Oh,
Good.
it's so true. There are so many freaking golden nuggets in so many simple sentences that we can look at and it can move us up and out of our own mindset. Like that
Yeah.
I think everyone listening should write that down. If you don't stand for something, what will you fall for?
Yeah.
A freaking man.
It's so true because if you stand for nothing, if you're rooted in nothing, you will just blow to and fro with the wind. You'll fall for any gimmick, you'll fall for any whatever. Like it's so true. And I think that that's one of the beautiful things of what we do here in Rooted is just getting rooted in your own truth and getting rooted in those things. And I think what's awesome as we talk about this topic of confidence versus cocky, like you think about a musician or a singer, let's talk Hamilton. Think of like just the voices on Hamilton, the show, right? Like not even the actual storyline of Hamilton, but the voices.
Yeah.
And the confident singer is like, yes, I know I'm gifted at this. Yes, I know I sound good. And guess what? He does too. And she does too.
Yep.
Like they
Yep.
sound great too. The confident singer can say that. The cocky singer cannot.
100%. And guess what? I'm gonna add a little bow around that because if Hamilton wasn't in it and Burr wasn't in it and Angelique wasn't isn't it Angelica, what is her name? I can't even think of her name. Angelique and whatever it is. All of the actors and actresses that played in that Broadway show, there wouldn't even be a Broadway show if there's only
Right.
one great singer.
Right.
You need other confident people around you that are gifted in their passion and rooted in their what they're called to do. Like we're
Yeah.
all created for a specific reason.
Yes.
And it just you don't want to get to end of life and like God's gonna be like, look at I had all these plans for you.
Yes.
I did and you didn't do them.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
somebody said, whoa, 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 you better not get too cocky now.
Right. Right.
I was born to freaking cut these layers. Like,
Right.
what are you supposed to say? It
You
was
also don't want to be on the other side where God is like, see that girl right there? She was going to be the most talented hairstylist, blah, 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 blah. And you actually one day stood in front of her and said to her, oh, you better not get too cocky there. And guess what? Now she works at 7-Eleven. Like,
I
you don't
got-
want to be
you
that
know,
person.
that was so good. No, you definitely don't want to be that person. Oh my gosh. That was like full freaking circle. You got two things. Don't want to do either of them.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really good. Um, yeah, I'm gonna remember that one.
Me too. I'm crying because I probably have.
I was crying.
I probably have been like on both of those sides. I'm a human. I'm probably gonna stand there and God's gonna be like, see this happened and you said this and now look at and it's like, oh my God. And then he's gonna say, see this, you were supposed to do this and you didn't do this because you chickened out because this happened. Like we're human. But I think what's beautiful is that if you're listening today and for us talking today, like we still have breath in our lungs. We still have time to get rooted in what matters. We still have time to get rooted in these ideas and these thoughts and these truths and like walk better, know better, be better, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you are a walking billboard of your own choices and it brings me back to the mindset of if you're listening, I know Mo's read this book. I've read this book. It's right behind me. Right there, I'm pretty sure. Yup. Chop wood, carry water. You're always building your own house. Like it is so important.
Yes.
I won't give it away because you need to read that book. It's by Joshua Melcath if you haven't. It is an excellent, excellent book.
It's so good. Hold on one second. I hate to do this, but my dog is like, I think he might be stuck.
Oh no, we can't have a stuck dog. But yeah, so I'm really excited to like just kind of chat through these things. If you guys on the other end listening to this have walked through anything to where you were excited about something and when you started sharing that out, oh my gosh, look at the dog. He's so cute. He looks so fake. But if you were looking at a moment in your life where you were excited about something and you shared that out and you didn't feel so good in that moment that you shared it with somebody else because of what they said or how they reacted or they didn't match your excitement. At the end of the day, I do want you to know that they don't have to match your excitement. And that is a hard truth to walk through. It doesn't ever feel good. I remember back in the day when I first became a Zumba instructor, I was at a family party, and what you talk about on your own personal social media page is the things that are happening in your life. Like it's you being social with the world, right? So at that point in my journey, I became a group fitness instructor, became a Zumba instructor, and I talked about my classes and I talked about the routines that I was putting together. And like it was something that brought me a lot of joy because it was something that was helping pull me out of my own way in things that people didn't know I was struggling with on outside of my four walls. Like Matt knew I was trying to be more confident, and like he's like, you're crazy, like you should be confident. And I wasn't at that point, but
Mhm.
he's seen me in a different light than I saw myself. And you have to see yourself in that light before anything else. Like it gets in your way. So I'm posting my excitement. I walk into a family party, um, and an aunt that like I don't ever see that often, only at family parties, right? I've never been invited to their house. We have a big family. Literally walk in, and she tried to embarrass me in front of the entire family in the kitchen, in front of everyone. Oh my gosh. What are you going to talk about on social media? Ooh, let me guess. Zumba. We're going to talk about Zumba. And like, I sound like a crazy person right now, but like, that was like literally on point with the tonality of how I was being spoken at when I first walked in with my family. And I'm like, so taken back in this moment because I'm on the teeter. I'm on the teeter of I'm trying to grab a hold of my belief and my confidence within myself and change my life and do all these things. And I thought that the path that I was on that was going to allow me to do it. And then I have like walking into a situation that I didn't expect somebody to treat me that way in front of other people and make fun of me like you're so cool. Like I'm just so glad I'll never be that person to somebody else. Like what you said, you're getting to the end, but I didn't
Yeah,
allow that to get in my way. Um,
yeah.
but it was kind of comical that people will do that
Hmm.
in your life.
Yeah,
And I'm grateful for it because at the end of the day, it shapes you into who you are if you allow it to shape you stronger. Don't
yeah,
don't let it crumble you down because like man, that says how she acted says more about her in that moment than it
right,
ever did about what I was posting on my own personal social media.
right,
And
right,
like at the end of the day, like in my head, I'm like, if she has a problem with what I'm posting on social media, she could just not follow my page. She
right.
ended
Why
up
is she
deleting, she
watching?
ended up deleting me and blocking.
Why?
I'm like, hi, Aunt so and so.
Yeah, why
Remember
is
when you blocked me on Facebook? Why are
yeah,
you trying to say hi to me today? Like I just it's so wild. I don't
yeah.
know. But yeah. Well, now
I
that's
think
out in the podcast world.
I was told I was told a while ago, and it really made me think about situations like this. When you go to like better yourself or make changes, which we help a lot of women do, and it is, it can be scary for the person that's trying, but I guess what I was told, and it was an interesting take, was that it can also be scary for those closest to the person trying because it reminds them of like what they didn't do. They don't want to be left behind. They don't want you to be getting better and jump out of their circle essentially, or the things you used to do together. And I don't think this
Yeah.
pertains to your aunt, obviously, but
Oh, no.
I've heard it said like that way when you kind of get backlash from those closest to you when you are trying to like make some changes or do something that you're excited about or whatever, like people are afraid you're gonna like leave them essentially, right? Instead of being excited for you, they try to like those crabs like pull you back because
Right.
they're not ready to make a change yet. They're not, a lot of people say that like if you go to quit drinking or you go to like get healthy or lose weight or whatever, like the people that you did those like other habits with get like a little nasty because they're like, oh, now I'm gonna have to like drink alone and you're
Yeah.
too good for me. Like you
They're a
know?
little crabby. They're a little crabby, and the parents put it right back down. Like,
Yeah,
come on, have a glass of wine with me.
yeah,
Yeah. No, it's true. And it's just it's a pivot, it's a different chapter. And I remember my buddy John, he was saying before, he's like, you know what, sometimes you got to lead yourself before you lead your family.
yeah,
I'm like, that's true in so many buckets of life.
yeah,
Can't pour from an empty cup. And at the end of the day, like, I remember watching, man, I don't make fun of me. I think it was the Arrow show. Do you know what that is?
yeah,
Okay, I think that's what we were watching. And in one of the wedding, one of the wedding scenes, he said to her, he said, I think he said, I'm a better man because I love you, or something like that. And it's like, ah, it's such a touching thing, because you do want to better yourself for yourself, but it's like you're trying to better the environment around you as well. So,
yeah,
like, what's important to me, hands down, is how my family views me. And when I say my family, I'm talking about Matt and my kids.
yeah,
These four walls. That is my job, to protect these four walls and to build these mindsets up as Matt and I are growing adults into our, like, they're it's crazy they've graduated high school. But
yeah,
it's our job to have those type of conversations to root these core beliefs within their life, so that they can grab a hold of what makes sense to them. And when they get put in these situations, like if someone were to walk in and be like, oh my gosh, what are you going to post about? Cutting hair? Like, she would laugh at that situation now and be like,
right,
who are you to treat me this way?
right. And I
Because,
think
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do, and I think it's so funny actually, the more we talk about this, the more I think about like confidence is actually like typically the definition of it would really relate back to the amount of work you put into something or the amount of times you've showed up for it, right? Like it's just a reflection of your work and your practice and your dedication and your discipline, essentially. Like if you're confident in your career, it's because you put in the hours there and you know you're a good doctor, you know you're a good whatever. Like that's what you put your, focus into. If you're a good skater, then it's because of that. Like I think it's just actually a definition of that discipline and perseverance. And because what's the fastest way, if you are lacking confidence, the fastest way that I know of to get it is to realize where you're inadequate and where you're feeling low confidence, and then show up in that space
hey,
just a little bit every day, right? And like consistently work towards showing up in whatever that thing is that you've been lacking in.
right. Amen. Mic drop right there. Yeah. You
This
want
is amazing. I feel terrible, but for some reason my dog is like shaking like crazy and having like a panic something, or is uncomfortable for some reason. So I feel like I have to
yeah, you take care of
go.
toy
He's
dog.
like whining and shaking and I don't know. So, and we've been gone all day, so I'm gonna maybe see if he needs to go out or if he's okay.
Yeah. Well, you take care of that little man, the little four-legged man.
You
This
are
was
amazing. This
phenomenal.
was
I love
good.
this. I
Thank
love
you.
you. It was
Yes.
good. All right, friends, if you're listening, choose that confidence. If you've walked through something, let us know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk through it. Let's get rooted, and let's build up that belief within one another, because that's what we're all about. So with that, you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. We hope that landed. If it did, drop a comment, share it up, and you know what? We'll see you next week. Until then, stay rooted, sisters.